Shalom, and to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. First and foremost, before I get into my lesson, I want to start off by giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone that teach and that rule well today. And salutation also to the fellow laborers that's in the ministry and the believers that scatter worldwide in all truth and sincerity, day in and day out. Shalom. So basically, I'm just going to get into a quick video. Okay, as you can see, I have this article queued up on the screen, okay, which is current news, okay, and this is off the NBCnews.com. As you can see, powerful earthquake hits Myanmar and Thailand. At least 150 killed and hundreds more injured. Okay, so recently news. Okay, this earthquake that hit. Okay, and making this building collapse. Okay, now the report. Okay, over there in Myanmar, and Thailand. Okay, report. So as you can see, 150 people unalive. Okay, and hundreds more injured. Okay, due to the 7.7 magnitude earthquake. Okay, and the reason why I'm going into this lesson. Okay, this is one of the signs. Okay, that Yahweh Shai Shai is visiting the earth which He had made. Okay, because us that's in the faith. Okay, when it comes to the Israelites. Okay, those that have been called. Okay, and paying attention. Okay, when it comes to the Israelites. Okay, which happen to be the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. And those that descended out of that bloodline by the seed of your father. Okay, we come to the understanding of end time prophecy. Okay, which the Lord Yahweh Shai has shown us. Okay, when it comes through the Spirit. Okay, that we that close to who the world called Christ, Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, second coming. Okay, and the Lord say what to look forward to when it comes to His second coming. Okay, and now you're seeing the judgment of the Lord here on the earth. And it says what Thailand confirmed that several people have been unalive and scores are trapped in rubble. And it says the full scale of the destruction was not clear in Myanmar, where the military government maintains a tight hold on information. Okay. Now and it says Bangkok, a 7.7 magnitude, okay, earthquake centered in Myanmar, okay, reverberate across Southeast Asia on Friday, with the scale of death and destruction slowly coming into a view in the war-ravaged nation when the military government maintains a tight hold on information. And it says the earthquake occurred around 1:30 p.m. local time at the depth of 6 miles near Mandalay, the second largest city in Myanmar. It says according to the U.S. Geological Survey, it was followed 11 minutes later by a 6.4 magnitude aftershock. Okay, and so that's the article. Now I don't want to make this video too long, but the point is, you see this major earthquake that hit over there in Thailand. Okay, leaving devastation. Okay, but once again, these are one of the signs of many. Okay, what Yahweh Shai told, okay, us of the hopeful elect what to look forward to. Okay, that He's visiting the earth which He made. Okay, because we're coming to the downfall. Okay, of these heathen nations. Start with the biblical Edomites that's chiefly in power. Okay, and the Lord eventually, Yahweh Shai is going to come back. Okay, to destroy Esau, Edom empire and these heathens. Okay, starting with the great destruction of America. Okay, because America going to be destroyed by the way of thermonuclear fire. Okay, at the peak of the Third World War, and that's also going to lead to Yahweh Shai bringing salvation for the elect. Okay, of the nation of Israel, which were considered the 144,000 and the 1/3 that destined to be saved. Okay, because 2/3 were so-called Negro, Latino, Native American descent. They're going to be judged. Okay, in the up and coming plagues or wrath that the Lord had appointed for them. Okay, because it's not only just going to be on natural disasters, okay, such as earthquakes, okay, floods, okay, mudslides, wildfires, okay, tornadoes, okay, as we're, approaching tornado season, okay, recently hurricane season, okay, severe cold weather, okay, now we're coming to like I said, the summer, okay, severe heat, okay, the coming of famine, pestilence, okay, at the stage set of civil war, okay, clash wars, race wars, okay, martial law, okay, detention centers, the implementation of the RFID microchip, okay, it's all these is on the is coming out of the book, man, okay, and coming to pass as the Lord always prophesied, okay. So us that's in the faith, we know that we that close to Yahweh Shai returning, man, okay. Like I say, but majority of the world, right along with 2/3 of our people, the masses of our people, they have no clue. Okay, a lot of our people, they hear about the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, they scoff, they scorn, they make mockery, they put the day of the Lord off. Okay, they want to furthermore trust in these false gods. Okay, idol worship, going after the hedonistic customs. Okay, of the nations. Okay, in particular here in America, trusting in this place, trusting in Esau, Edom system. Okay, but at the whole time, the Lord has set up the men, okay, his true prophets, okay, to go out there and forewarn, to give that warning, okay. And so Yahweh Shai told us what to look for here in the last days when it comes to his second coming. And earthquakes is one. As I'm going to read Matthew the 24th chapter, verse 7. And it says, for nation shall rise against nations and kingdom against kingdom. And there's go your division, as I make mention. Okay, civil wars, race wars, okay, gender wars, clash wars, okay, Third World War, okay, and it says, and there shall be famines, okay, the lack of food, okay, a lack of food, shortage of food shortages, okay, and it says, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places, okay, earthquakes in diverse places, okay, as we're now witnessing that earthquake that hit Thailand, okay, 7.7, okay, and more trembles, okay, that aftershock, okay, is hitting over there in Southeast Asia, okay, and there's earthquakes hitting all throughout different parts of the region of the earth, man, okay, because you having earthquakes hitting over here, okay, in the States, okay, not as bad as, certain other countries are, getting hit, okay, yeah, but that's the Lord visiting the earth. Let's get this. That's Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. It says, thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts, of Yahweh Shai Shai, or the Lord of hosts, with thunder, okay, lightning strikes, okay. I just recently, like a couple of days ago, the brother, up and coming elder Ashiar from the GMS South Carolina Charlotte branch, put up a quick clip that you had over there in some foreign land, okay, doing a soccer event, okay, while they was out there on the soccer field, and Lord brought a lightning strike, okay, and hit the field, and majority of the soccer players, they passed out, man, okay, all of them, dropped, okay, but eventually, the Lord didn't, okay, they was all right, okay, but the Lord, shocked them, okay, literally, okay, with a lightning strike, okay, yeah, but you got lightning strikes, hitting certain statues and buildings, okay, when Trump first came back in the office, you had a lightning strike that hit the Empire State Building, okay, certain Capitol buildings, okay, lightning strikes hitting the Statue of Liberty, okay, and so that's the Lord, visiting the earth, okay, and it says, and with thunder and with earthquakes, okay, or earthquake, and great noise, with storm, tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. Okay, so that's the Lord, that's what they would call natural disasters, okay? But that's how the Lord brings judgment as well. Okay, let's get this. Well, that's Sirach. Sirach. Chapter 39. I think it's, let's see. I believe it's chapter 39. Yeah, here we go. Sirach chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and to please the wrath of him that made them. Okay, so this is going into the Lord bringing judgment. Okay, and it says, fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. Okay, so the point I wanted to get, how the Lord created the issue of life and death in this situation, judgment of death. Okay, when it comes to these natural disasters, okay, such as famine, okay, fire, okay, severe cold weather, okay, touching on this video, okay, in this case, earthquakes, okay, earthquakes, tsunamis, floods, okay, those are the vengeance of the Lord, okay, bringing judgment, okay. I'll get this and I'll get ready to close. Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time digitally in itself, and thou seest part of the signs past, which I had told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spoke of those things from the day that were before thee, even from the beginning. Okay, so even from the beginning, okay, the Lord already had it set up in these times now. Okay, now the Lord bringing end time prophecies, man. Okay, and one of the signs of many of end time prophecy is on earthquakes, man. Okay, and it says, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. So we coming to the end of Esau, Edom, okay, rulership, their downfall. Okay, right along with the rest of these heathen nations, okay, because their future is going into captivity. Okay, as also we come into the end of our captivity. Okay, when it comes to the nation of Israel, starting with the elect, the salvation of the elect. Okay, and once Yahweh Shah established the kingdom of Israel here on the earth, okay, and the kingdom is going to be built, okay, by the way of the heathens. Okay, starting with Esau, Edom. Okay. So we in those times, approaching those times now, man, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and end the lesson here, and I'll pray that the lesson will edify. Till next time, Lord willing, shalom, to the hopeful elect, shalom.